incredibly boring being stuck on the ground to auto-aim these bastards off or being stuck in a laser or hydra to counter them. Let's be dead-ass honest here, the Stromberg is not going to counter a skilled Oppressor Mark II user, of course it could counter a dumbass though. Like I said earlier, vehicle PvP was much more fun when tanks, helicopters, and other planes like the Mogul were useful. These vehicles also took a lot more skills as well. Things that take skills make this game fun and more challenging. This is the main reason I played this game for years. There was a shit ton of things to use that took skills and PvP had a lot more variety to it. Right now I don't even like the game much, to be honest. I feel more like I'm forcing myself to play this crap instead of playing it for enjoyment.
Well then. This aged well, didn't it? I'd have to say I both agree and disagree. I have to agree with everyone that says GTA Online has become boring and stale. But the reason why, is where I disagree. Everyone is quick to cry and point fingers, blaming the Mark II. Claiming it's the sole reason the game became stale. Or they blame cargo and jet griefers. But if I'm gonna be honest, I completely disagree. Call me crazy if you'd like, but I've had a lot of fun tossing sticky bombs in the air at Mark IIs, and also trying to perfectly time where a jet will be to shoot it with a rocket. And wasting a tryhard's time makes for some quality entertainment. Some say the PvP of GTA Online is broken, and by all means they're right. But just because something is broken, doesn't mean it's not fun. So if the PvP isn't what killed GTA Online, then what killed it? Well, come follow me and let's take a look at what killed this shitshow of a game. At least in my opinion. Let's face it, this game is old as fuck. So old in fact, that I'm sure even my own grandmother was playing this game before she had my mother. It certainly is impressive that a game this old can hold up so well. Especially if you take into consideration that in 2021 it reached its highest player count since the game came out. But something golden won't stay golden forever. Every color begins to fade after a while. Some quicker than others. They say time fixes everything, and while the numbers do increase as time goes on, the content seems to be getting worse. A perfect example is the Cayo Perico heist. They brought in the best heist this game has seen in my opinion, only to then follow it up with a shit DLC. I understand that the Tuner's DLC brought the most players ever, but I guarantee you it did not uphold anywhere near as many players as the Cayo Perico DLC did. The biggest difference between the two, being Rockstar are no strangers to innovation. They have had countless DLCs that were over the fucking top. And some may say they don't like the fact that this game went from crime on the streets to saving the world, but honestly speaking, you have to give credit to Rockstar for not making the game boring. They have a tendency to over-deliver on DLC updates. Bringing a whole new casino as well as a heist, bringing nightclubs, facilities, and a whole new fucking island. And that's just to name a few. And sure, players might have gotten tired of it quickly. What they didn't get tired of was the things those DLCs brought for free mode, like the Oppressor Mark II, the Scramjet, the Night Shuck, and so much more. They make every DLC as over the top as possible to intrigue players. Every DLC except the Tuners, that is. It wasn't over the top, it was down to earth street racing. Along with some mini heists that don't really bring anything new to the table. As well as a mediocre business. If you compared this DLC to its previous, you could see a giant difference. Everyone with at least 5 or more brain cells is going to do the Cayo Perico heist over anything the Tuner's DLC has to offer, because it's most lucrative. Sound familiar? What I'm trying to say is, with every new DLC, in order to keep players from getting bored, you have to top what you've done previously. I understand Rockstar maybe didn't want to make lightning strike twice, but with as old as this game is, you kind of have to do that. One of the main reasons being It's fair to say Rockstar take quite a long time in between updates. In that time period we get event weeks that bring new ways to make money and new free stuff, but the majority of the times the shit sucks anyways. This should go without being said, but this causes players to get bored. And some of you may be telling yourself, there's no way a griefer or tryhard becomes bored. All they have to do is kill people to be entertained. You'd think that would be the case, but to everyone's surprise it's not. Don't believe me? Just watch this clip. You can see a Deluxo coming right towards me. I thought I was a dead man, but to my shock he left me alone. I then saw a Mark II, so I went after him. And again to my shock, he left me alone as well.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
It's almost like all of the sweaty tryhards have dropped their Mark IIs off at the local junkyard, and have decided to grow up and look for something more in life. And here I was thinking I would never live to see the day. For the record, this wasn't just a one-time instance. This has been happening to me countless amounts of times. I'm still not used to it yet. Now I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't find any degenerate shitbags. They very well are still a thing, just nowhere near as common as they used to be, at least for me. There was this one time I was session hopping for easily 30 minutes trying to find someone to fight, and finally I found the perfect session. I was bored out of my mind and wanted to find some action, and the minute I saw that there was a jet I was filled with excitement. As you can see, this degenerate shitbag is out for anyone and everyone's blood. I decided to check out this person's stats, and just by looking at the name and KD ratio I immediately knew what I was getting into. I got off my ass and immediately got ready for war. I was pumped. Only for this to happen. So in conclusion, this game has become stale due to all players becoming bored. No one wants to sit down and play the same missions over and over again, and then wait months to receive even more mediocre missions. And tryhards eventually get bored of using the same vehicles and fighting people who won't fight back. If you want to prevent people from becoming bored, then at the very least add missions that are fun, a bit over the top, and that pay good money. How is it that I rob 6 banks and only walk away with a little under 200,000? It makes less sense than Christian having sex with his own mother. Anyways, it looks like that's my time for today, folks. Sorry if this video was a bit messy. I made it in 30 seconds. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. This is Falconaro signing out.
But I need like 90 from that label shit, I'm heaven sent. That's why I be preaching, plus I'm fresher than the reverend is. She think I be cheating like the deacon, bitch, I'm focused. All them allegations and you wonder why the devil in. Cause you let them in, you let them win, it ain't my fault. All them days I spent locked in, I was in my vault, I was stuffing dead presidents.